It's your coach, it's your friend, it's the hybrid checking in. Guys and gals, what's up? Been a minute, but I'm back. Still been training, just haven't been posting as usual. Anyway, I'm back. Even added a microphone to my camera, which I thought was working as I was recording the video there talking, but actually had a few technical difficulties with that, so we'll try and work on that and get that working a little bit better. I guess my goal is to be able to talk during my training sessions. That way when I get home, all I really have to do is upload the video. That way hopefully you guys can get a lot more content, a lot more insight into my training. So guys, in today's training I'm doing a session with all three lifts, bench, squat, and deadlift. So I received a question which was, how often should you train your bench, squat, deadlift? Now that's a very open-ended question, but I'm going to do my best to answer it here. I believe you should train these three lifts as often as need be, depending on where your maxes are currently and what you want them to be, in the future, basically. And by that I mean, if you're a great squatter, you're already squatting 3-4 times body weight, then probably you don't need to really focus on that lift. But maybe if you're only benching 1 times body weight, then you probably need to focus more on that. And if you're a great squatter, your deadlift's probably pretty decent. So I would start out focusing on your bench and possibly even your deadlift if it's not too good, but mainly on your bench. And I think high frequency training can work for that. Basically where you train one lift 3 to 4 times a week at, I think it's like 50 to 85% of your 1 rep max, and you train it, like I said, 3 to 4 times a week. I've done that in the past and had very good results with it. There's also other programs that you can do. There's, what is it, Shaco, however you want to pronounce it. And it actually combines pretty much, you're almost, not all three lifts daily, but you do them very often. I think around at least 3 to 4 times a week. I've done that as well. A lot of these things I did, when I first started powerlifting about 4 or 5 years ago. And, I got good results with them. And why? Because like I said, it was 4 or 5 years ago. I was a beginner. I was just starting out. And when you're just starting out, I think pretty much any program that you do is going to yield you pretty decent results. Okay guys, so once you reach the intermediate stage range as a lifter, at this point I think you're going to have to be a bit more selective in your training, as of course you've gotten a lot stronger. So then I think this is, for myself personally, that's when I started kind of experimenting with different training programs out there, such as the Smolov, or it was Shaiko cycle, and then there's the Juggernaut method, 531 by Wendler, Brandon Lilly, Brian Carroll has a program. There's Eric Lillibridge brothers have some type of method. And myself, I also have different programs and cycles for all three lifts, as well as for cycle for your squats, and then one for improving your deadlift. So there's many different programs at that intermediate stage that I think will definitely help advance you as a lifter, which you can incorporate. They give you that structure, something to work toward and see each day, and I think they'll help you get, to that advanced stage or elite level as a lifter. Now, once you get to the elite level as a lifter, I believe at that point, these cookie cutter out of the box programs, they're not going to yield as great results as they did as, when you were an intermediate lifter. Once you become that elite lifter, at that stage you're going to have to really, start utilizing video, watching yourself train and different techniques and kind of reflecting on your training in order to continue improving and becoming more elite. Because at that point, it's just going to be about improving technique as well as different weaknesses that you have in order to continue to see, progress in your lifts. I know elite lifters that have been, lifting for 30 plus years, and they tell me that they only lift all 3 lifts one time weekly. Now, why they can do that, maybe muscle memory, maybe they're, it could be any number of reasons as to why that works for them. But the point is that it just shows that once you reach that elite stage, you have to really look individually at your lifts and decide what's going to work best for you as a lifter. And I think at that point, you'll have the knowledge to be able to do that. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.